I got one question for this video. How can you 358k off a random TikToker? How is that? How can you make that much money? Like, that's over a quarter of a million. Like, how can nobody catch on in like that amount of time? And like, how can you get the how can you even get the fame for how can you even get the fame to get that much amount of money? Oh, without anybody noticing. Like, that's actually crazy. Unless there is like some crazy famous person, like, how is that even possible?
The $358,000 TikTok scam began with this Reddit thread right here. Posted on the 21st of May 2021 by a user named Debbie F. Crankin, it posed the question about how to raise $200,000 for a graphic design project in the space of only 40 days with absolutely no prior experience or anything to base it on. Commenters would state that in order to raise that much money in such a short period of time, Debbie would need to build up a community beforehand, to which she would respond in a way that indicated interest, reading,
200k. Do you mind giving me instructions to help me set something up like what you're mentioning? Bro, instructions? She's trying to find instructions into getting a big community supporting her. I don't think there's many instructions to go off.
Instructions to help me set up something like what you're mentioning. To build said community, Debbie Crankin would create a TikTok account on which she would also begin said fundraiser with a goal of $245,000.
Let me look her up.
Additionally, giving everyone a brief overview of her career. The only thing was, this fundraiser wasn't anything to do with her original design project, as discussed on Reddit. In fact, it had nothing to do with her career at all. The urgent $245,000 fundraiser was apparently for Debbie's male to female transition.
She got 80,000. She only got 80,000 followers. How can she only have 80,000 followers? She gets 6,000, 5,000, like 10. The biggest video I see of her is 10,000 views. How can she make 300,000? Like, how? What? How?
The description made no mention of any design project either, and instead focused on Debbie's struggle as a transgender woman. However, the most important thing to note from Debbie's fundraiser description was a statement regarding where the funds would go. She'd passively mentioned that the money might be used for housing and transportation, yet the overwhelming implication was that she needed finances to complete her transition, even going so far as to show photos and descriptions of the doctors who will be assisting her in the process. With the fundraiser established and ready to go, Debbie began to post consistently to her TikTok, with each video reinforcing this narrative that she was a struggling transgender woman in need of help from the community.
Hey everyone, my name is Debbie. I have no family members or friends to support me after moving across the country to escape unsafe living situations and abuse. I struggled to find a place to live for nearly a year after arriving in California.
After many would sympathize with her plight.
Okay, hold on. If you can't find anywhere to live, why would you move to California? That place is like so expensive. I swear, like a shit check is like probably like $1 million over there. Like, those houses are so expensive. Why not move to like Texas? It's cheap. Well, it's probably gone up in price since, but it used to be really cheap.
Debbie gained over 50,000 followers within 6 months, and subsequently small donations averaging between $20 and $40 began to trickle into the fundraiser. However, the average donation amount and quantity would skyrocket after countless larger influencers got involved to help Debbie out, one of these being a creator by the name of Tarversia, who would create a 2 million view TikTok requesting that people go and help by donating to Debbie's fundraiser. In addition to raising awareness,
I've never seen her in my life.
Tarversia had also donated all of the money from her own TikTok creator fund, as well as agreed to donate any money. Had also by donating to Debbie's fundraiser. In addition to raising awareness about Debbie's GoFundMe, Tarversia had also donated all of the money from her own TikTok creator fund, as well as agreed to donate any money that she would make from personal brand deals.
I would be fuming. I would be so mad. You donate all your money to get ripped off. Like, that's so actually messed up.
What you earned from the creator fund and any brand deals.
However, Tarversia wouldn't be the only person to donate large amounts of money to the fundraiser, as after it had gained traction, Phoebe got scammed. The top donator list began to fill with $1,000, $2,000, and $4,000 donations, reaching $76,000 by mid-January 2022. However, as the old saying goes, there's no such thing as free money, and it will be at this point that Debbie Crankin, the creator of the fundraiser, began to get exposed in every way, shape, and form.
We have boosted your video.
Okay, hold on a second. $94,021. How does she get exposed for scamming here and she makes another 200,000?
way, shape, and form.
What?
We have boosted your videos and tried helping you because we
250,000.
thought you were a struggling black transgender woman, and you weaponized your own identity.
He got a big mouth. He just
The
opened
first
that
red
shit
flag was
away.
without a doubt her response to having raised the initial $76,000. While most people will be happy, thankful, or grateful to have received this much money as a donation, it will become increasingly obvious that Debbie Crankin had absolutely zero appreciation or gratitude for the money that had been donated.
Hey everyone, my name is Debbie and I'm a black transgender woman. This is Gavin, a white transgender man. Gavin was able to raise $50,000 in 3 days for his GoFundMe campaign. I've been fundraising for months at this point for life-saving gender-affirming care and my basic survival needs, and I'm still struggling to meet my full goal. This is
Huh? 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 What? She's mad about raising 76,000. She's mad. Are you fried?
This is a perfect
Are you
example of how the
fucking
LGBTQ
fried?
community
Yeah, and she made another 250K off of being mad about not raising her goal.
obviously doesn't
Why?
care about the
How?
struggles of black transgender people.
She'd post TikToks such as the
Is she saying it's racist because he's white? Is that what she's trying to say?
one just shown, in which she didn't even acknowledge the amount that had already been donated, and instead said that she was being discriminated against, as another transgender TikToker had raised $50,000 in 3 days, which was unfair for Debbie. In addition to this, those who had donated and commented positive things on Debbie's fundraiser would be met with hostility in return.
Even when we were nice to you before the information spread around, you're spoiled.
Thanks, hope it goes well. Thanks for straight up ignoring my request to take action by reposting/sharing the video.
As was still hurtful to people.
Hope it goes well. Thanks for straight up ignoring my request to take action by reposting/sharing the video. Good luck, Debbie. 813 likes, but people still decide not to repost the video on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, Reddit, etc. Keep fighting, Debbie. I really hope the 586 people that liked this reposted the campaign, but you all never listened to me, so boost.
I'm so confused. Like, it almost sounds like she's trying to acknowledge this as being a joke, or she's trying to acknowledge herself for being a troll. Like, there's no way she's being serious and talking like this. Like, what?
Stop commenting this underneath my videos, and all 485 people who liked this comment and didn't repost, like, stop following me.
You've already raised a significant amount of money, and you're berating the people in your comments that are actually giving you positive energy, sending positive vibes your way, and it's not enough. So you're upset with them. It's giving ungrateful. It's giving entitlement.
Debbie Crankin would also message to Versia, the
giving
girl who
bozo.
created the 2
Oh,
million
my.
view TikTok for the fundraiser, stating that 2 million views wasn't good enough and that she should have helped out more than she already had.
The video that you made for Debbie was viewed over 2 million times. She was still sending you messages, guilt tripping you in a way.
Yeah, actually.
Which was accompanied by a TikTok on Debbie Crankin's page stating this.
Traversia has always been an extremely problematic creator, and I should have never accepted her request to share my videos or support my campaign.
However, things would become even worse when the audience discovered this $76,000 was less than a quarter of the total amount that Debbie had actually raised.
We're going to find out that this person has other GoFundMes. 3 other ones that I actually saw. I don't know if there's more. Debbie's Safe Housing Fund that has $10,000 raised. Debbie's Transition and Survival Fund that was $139,000 raised.
Out of 300, bro, she's trying to make a quick milli. She's straight up trying to make a milli. What a fuck. What a
A going by
fuck.
the name of Life of Liz had discovered 3 other GoFundMes, while another TikToker going by Killer Moon discovered that by searching Debbie's name in the GoFundMe search bar, a total of 5 different GoFundMes would show up.
I copy, I paste 5 GoFundMes. One has 2K, the other 140K, 65K, 93K, and 10K.
People continued to search further
my
with the
lord.
suspicion that she may have even more, at which point they'd find another 4 GoFundMes, each of which having different goals.
She got rich just like that.
Over $350,000.
You say that you have made no progress, but you have 9 different GoFundMes and have raised over
9.
$350,000.
It totaled out to over $350,000 that Deborah was able to raise.
Wait, hold on. Is that legal money, though? Like, can she just take that out and say, yeah, I got it from GoFundMe and, like, start spending crazy? Or would they have to, like, look into what she was saying to get the money, and then if they found out it was by, like, scamming, they would take, well, obviously if they find out it was by scamming, but, like, it's donations. Like, what? I don't know. What would be like?
And actually scam people out of.
Now, after hearing that little clip, you might still be thinking, where's the scam? Sure, she raised an absolutely insane amount of money across a bunch of different GoFundMes, yet she had been pretty upfront about where she planned on spending it, being her gender transition, or so she claimed. This is where the story takes a bit of an interesting turn, as it was being revealed that Debbie had raised over $350,000 for a gender transition surgery. Another male to female TikToker by the name of Zaya Persian, who had been through the surgery process, came forward to expose Debbie, stating that a full transition would cost no
What is
the amount
this?
that Debbie had raised.
Okay, y'all.
What's that?
Because today we're going to be talking about Miss
They're
Deborah
like
Crankin.
asteroids?
In every single
No,
video
air
she
signs?
posts, she is promoting her GoFundMe so that she
Whatever
is
it's
able to
called.
afford her
Astrological?
full medical transition.
Astrology.
Deborah herself has claimed that her gender dysphoria is too bad to get an actual job. I myself have a GoFundMe for my transition. Just because I'm black and trans does not mean people are required to donate to me. I'm getting top surgery and bottom surgery for less than $35,000. And Deborah has raised over $350,000 and is still claiming that she doesn't have enough. By the way, $350,000 is more than enough for at least 3 different people to fully transition.
Hold on. 30. What? Where's the math in that? If it's max 30,000 and she got 10 times that, that's enough for 10 people.
People amongst her audience gave Debbie the benefit of the doubt, assuming that maybe she was going to a celebrity surgeon.
Why are they so expensive? Oh, she's living in Beverly Hills. Maybe she's going to a celebrity plastic surgeon that costs more.
However, this was shut down by a different transgender woman named CC Jacobs, who would comment, "Criminal mastermind. First of all male to female surgeries combined would be less than 100k, even if you went to upscale surgeons for all of them." Feeling the heat from the allegations, Debbie Crankin would clap back against Zaya, stating that she was the problem with the black transgender community.
I have not weaponized my identity. This little girl just looks crazy as hell in these videos. You should be ashamed of yourself for trying to tear down another black transgender person for some internet drama clout. And you are the reason why the black transgender community is so divided. You are the one perpetrating hate towards black transgender people.
And subsequently, the two would end up in a hilarious live stream argument.
I'm working hard. I'm actually doing it out here. I actually have something, a product to show people.
A product to show people.
And you look like a clown. And you look like a clown. And people are going to continue to support me. And people like you are not going to stop me.
Just keep begging, babe. You're a beggar. That's what you are. You guilt trip people. The reason I made a video about you is because you're begging for money for a transition that is already paid for. You're already paid for. You don't need any more money. Why are you asking for more when you have $350,000?
Instead of Debbie addressing the claims on her TikTok with a decent rebuttal, she'd simply make her profile private.
She has gone private. So instead of answering
What's that even gonna do?
claims with a TikTok post, she's gone private.
However, this only seemed to bring more
What's
attention to
private
the
even gonna
drama,
do?
leading another TikToker to expose Debbie further by stating that
I
in
thought
the
she
state
made
of
more money.
California, all of the surgeries can actually be completed for free.
I'm a black trans woman in Los Angeles. All your surgeries through Medicare can be done for free.
Very
Debbie
cool.
does live in California. She could get all these things for free. But who needs $300,000 for surgery?
So, if the surgeries could be completed for free or for less than $100,000, the obvious question was, where had the excess money gone?
She has this expensive car, an expensive apartment that she's paying, and basically all of those funds.
Okay, I have a question though. Why would you get an apartment? Why would you get an apartment if you're paying for an expensive apartment? Obviously, you have a lot of money now, but like you're getting exposed for scamming, so not everybody's gonna keep on supporting you. So eventually, your thing's gonna run dry, and you're not gonna have any more money on your GoFundMe. So then, where'd you go from there? Just sell your car.
Went to supplement her lifestyle. So from what we understand, she hasn't really applied any of the money, any of the $350,000 to get surgery for her transition.
As it turns out, Zaya Persian, the girl who had argued with Debbie on livestream, wasn't finished with exposing this fraudster.
The real reason Debbie feels like she doesn't have enough money is because she used the money from the GoFundMe to get a luxury apartment in Beverly Hills that is over $3,000 a month. She's asking for $10,000 for furniture, and she put $7,000 down on an Audi A5. And she's claiming if that people don't...
Let's see this car. Let's see this car. That's a dead car, I'll be real. That's just a boring car. Audi A5, 600, a K. Wait, those are cheap. They're cheap.
don't share and donate that they're transphobic and they don't like black trans women.
After doing a little more digging, Zaya would come to find out that not only had Debbie been renting a luxury Los Angeles apartment,
Are they
but she had
finding
also put a
these?
down payment on an Audi A5, the price of which starting at over $40,000 US. Debbie once again refuted these claims.
You lied and said I have an Audi A5. I don't have an Audi A5, so I don't know where the I said I have one or where the you or anybody else has seen me in an Audi A5.
Why is she like so emotionless in it? She's like, she's like, I don't know where you've ever, but I do not, and if I did, I would.
Don't live in.
And also, wait, what was I about to say? She's saying that I don't, but she's not gonna have any evidence. Like, she has enough money to like prove that she don't live there and don't have that car. Like, just rent a dinger and just visit another apartment and say this is where I live and da da da. But like,
in Beverly
she's
Hills,
not gonna do
you
that.
don't know my address.
However, Zaya went on to post further proof showing that Debbie had been lying.
Hate to break it to you, babe, but this is a screenshot from your GoFundMe with the bill of your car payment. And it says the color of your car is Mythos Black, which is a custom Audi color. Plus, the car only has 6 miles, which means it's brand new. You may or may not live in Beverly Hills, but you do live in a luxury apartment somewhere in Los Angeles because your rent is $3,300 a month. And you said that you needed a car and a place to live for your survival and well-being. But I don't think a brand new luxury car
Oh, she's so
and apartment
close.
is required for survival.
As people were discovering this information about where the money had really gone, other TikTokers began to regret their decision to donate.
This was a huge bummer to me since I donated to her while being a broke college student. It's also a bummer to me as a trans person since I feel like no one is going to believe us anymore.
And this is arguably the most sinister part about
And
the
all need to crowd fund for top surgery for real.
fundraiser.
They're getting a lot of people who are going to use this as an opportunity to hate against the trans community.
Yes, it's going to make a lot of people who want to help, it makes them second guess doing that, and then they get less help as a result.
What doesn't help is that TikTok removes almost any piece of media with a negative sentiment toward Debbie Crankin. For example, the live stream shown just previously was shut down midway through for spreading misinformation.
Not sure what happened, but somewhere in there it said, hey, misinformation.
While the creator going by Killermoon, who we showed earlier, would make a comment on her video stating, she blocked me as well, but I tried making a video showing receipts, and TikTok said it violated guidelines for bullying and harassment.
No,
You might be
she
able to argue
reported-
that the
she
story of
spam
Debbie
reported
Crankin
them.
represents one of the negative side effects of current popular culture, in which the only socially acceptable opinion to have about someone like Debbie is that she's a victim and nothing is going to change that. As has clearly been the case with Debbie Crankin, it breeds the potential for these individuals to believe that they're the only person suffering and are therefore entitled to unearned benefits, when in reality, we've all got a laundry list of unthinkably difficult personal problems that we're trying to solve every single day from the minute we wake up to the second we go to bed. How can Debbie Crankin be so sure that she's suffering more than the person next
This is her. That's Debbie Crankin.
to her when she never has been and never will be in their shoes?
I think she has another. Oh, no, she don't.
None of us will ever have that opportunity to genuinely feel the pain of another person's daily struggle, so why are we so naive in believing that one person has a life that's easier than anyone else's? Debbie's black and white thinking in a world of grey clearly hasn't changed much, as she still updates her GoFundMe almost daily, always making sure to include a rude message, shaming her audience into donating, such as this one from last week reading, "No donations. I have not been raising any money and I've barely received any donations all year for my campaign. This is a serious problem that's creating a lot of stress and a lot of problems. I need to reach my full goal for my campaign, and if the lack of support continues, I'm going to have to do something different approaching fundraising. The lack of support has gone on for way too long, and I'm currently unable to move forward with the remainder of my transition, and I'm having trouble supporting myself in this time. Please share my campaign and be sure to donate again if you can."
Okay, the only transition, the only
the word.
bro, the only transition she is trying to make at this point, she's trying to transition from an apartment to a mansion. That's the only transition she's trying to make. Cause ain't nobody making a transition that still needs to go to money, that still needs to gain money. Like, she has to just be running out of it or something. Like, I feel like that's just like that doesn't even seem real. That's just straight up like, I don't know. Some people, I feel like sometimes some people have to realize sooner. Like, I feel like she would be easier to pick up on for scamming earlier than other people. Like, going off of her comment, the way that she's responding to her comments alone, it would be so much easier. That's actually crazy. She made a fat bag. She made a bag and oh my god, she made a bag and didn't even. She could have made a bag and dipped and got away with it, but no, she made a bag and is still trying to claim innocence. Like, what? And trying to claim innocence and trying to gain more money. Like, that's a bit where you have to look at yourself and be like, yeah, no, yeah, no, yeah, no, no, yeah, no.